You're watching Utah's #1 news station. This is 2 News at 4.
Welcome back. We're talking debt. Don't flip the channel. You know you need to listen to this. We have the debt guru, Mike Peterson, here to talk to us. And he says this is a checkup. When I heard we were having a checkup today, I thought I was going to the doctor's office. So I'm just happy we're not in hospital gowns. This will be easy.
It's a little bit better than a medical checkup.
Okay,
although
good.
A financial checkup, a lot of people have issues with that
And
too,
then you end up at the hospital because you're stressing out.
That's
so
right.
That's
right.
why we're doing this.
We want to avoid the heart attack. So
Okay.
let's look at the finances first.
Step number 1, if you're giving yourself a checkup, what do you do?
First thing that we want to do is let's look at what our spending is doing. So track your spending for the next 30 days and let's find out where all the money's going. Track everything, your mortgage, cars, if you're buying groceries, any purchases, track that information.
I don't want to track July. There's a lot of clearance sales, and so maybe this month is different than another month.
Let's skip July, but let's do August.
We'll do August. Whew. All right.
Next thing that we want to do is take our budget.
Okay.
Hopefully we've got one. Take our budget and take some time and evaluate that. Look at what we spent in our tracking exercise and compare that to our budget. A lot of the time we're going to find out they're not in sync and they're off by quite a bit. And so that's the point when we want to either modify the budget or modify the spending. Okay, if we need to follow the budget to hit our goals, then we need to modify the spending.
You say that you also have to start setting and assessing maybe goals that you set in January. A lot of us give up on the whole I'm running every day or not eating until like the second weekend. So is it time to just set new financial goals?
Yeah, in fact, what you need to do is make sure that you've got financial goals.
Okay.
Assess them at this time. Are we hitting our numbers for our 401k, our IRA? If we don't have financial goals, set them immediately. And the reason why is because if we don't have a target that we're shooting for, how are we ever going to hit it?
Yeah.
And with financial data, I mean, you got to have those goals. If you don't have it, how are you going to hit retirement? How are you going to buy that house? You need those goals in place, and you need to make sure that you're making progress towards them.
Let's say your goal is to put money towards a college education, buy a house, or a big expense like a car. What do you do then? What's the next step? Okay,
the next step is to figure out what that expense is going to be. Let's say that you want a down payment for a house. Let's say just for ease of use, it's going to be $1,000. Well, divide that out over 12 months, and that's going to give you the number that you need to hit. About $83 a month is what you need to put away to achieve that goal. And so break it down into pieces that will be easily understood and easy for you to assess as you go forward.
And real quickly, credit report, important if you're going to go after a goal like that.
Absolutely. Check your credit report. I actually recommend that you check it 3 times a year, every 4 months.
Okay.
You can do this free because the government has given us the ability to do that. We go to annualcreditreport.com, pull the credit report, take the time to evaluate it. Have we any items on there that don't belong to us? 25% of the reports do. Okay, so we want to make sure that nothing's on there that doesn't belong. Next thing that we want to look at, do we have any inaccuracies, items on there that are ours but are wrong? We made our payments, but they're saying we made a late one. If there are any discrepancies on there, we need to take the instructions on those forms and dispute those items.
Perfect. Great information, Mr. Debt Guru. Thank you for coming in and helping us today.
Welcome.